Hey you all, it's Susie at the 412 Homestead. I'm glad you guys have come back to see what's going on in our garden, so let's take a garden tour. Let's see what's growing. All right, you guys, look at these paste tomatoes. Aren't they beautiful? They are just coming on. Our tomato plants are just filling up. Just beautiful. That's going to make some good salsa. Let's look at the rest of these tomato plants that we've got going on here. See how they are starting to load up. We've got, let's see. These are our indeterminate tomatoes, and you can tell because they are just getting tall. Now look right here, you guys. Let me see if I can get you a better view. Better view is this is our beefsteak tomatoes, and they are just looking beautiful. Big old tomatoes. Let's see what we got going on here. Yep, it's loading up, and we've got just about every plant we're looking at. Oh, we had two that have went bad down in there. I'm gonna have to pull them off of there. And this little, this is the yellow pear heirloom cherry tomatoes. Those are coming on. So I'm thinking we're gonna have a good tomato crop this year. This is our strawberry bed, and we are seeing some strawberries coming on, some pretty red down in there. I've already found a nice pretty one. Ooh, look down in there. I've already found a nice pretty one that something helped itself to. Probably a bird, Eric said. But I just want to show you, look at the water in this wheelbarrow. Now Eric, he dumped this already once this week, and this is more rain that we've got. That's why our garden has been trying to survive all the water. You know, we're going to get to the hot parts of July and need some of this, but for now, things are just greening up and growing, seem to be thriving. I'm going to have to thin some things out, it looks like. But let's go take a look at the peppers over here. I sure am excited about all the greenery that's popping up in these lick tubs. Seems like we're doing pretty good with things growing. That's my deal. All right, these are sweet banana peppers, and I think we're going to be able to pick some of them tonight. Looks like we got some, these are the Anaheim hot peppers to pick. The bell peppers not so much, but we do have, look right in here, we do have some jalapenos. These are the heatless jalapenos that we grew. Let's see, I got another plant that he is the jalapeno also, and they are nice for that jalapeno taste, but they don't come back and bite you, so they're pretty good. Let's see here. We got beets. I've thinned them out. I peeked in them. They're getting a little bit bigger. Since I thinned them out, they're getting a little bulb on the end. And this is our test run of broccoli and cauliflower that we had tried, but I think it's going to get too hot before it's going to be ready. And these radishes, they are probably ready to just pull up and be done with. We're going to have to come up with something else to plant in them. But this is the back side. Oh, looky here. We got some little These are the grape. Let's see, what's that say? Grape tomato, Tammy G. And they're finally starting to turn, so those little things will be good on some salad. This is some marigolds that Eric planted, and these look like these are going to be some kind of, oh, they kind of look like some kind of canna or something. Who knows? It's a mystery thing that we've got planted here. We got more peppers coming up. We got a couple of tubs of peppers. And then we have a huge thing of zinnias, and they are starting to get little buds on them. So those are going to be a pop of color we're going to get to see here before too long. This one here, he's looking pretty rough. Not sure our tape washed off, so I'm not sure which that is. But this is some amaranth that we planted, and then I transplanted them out here in the lick tubs. And look at this, we got a melon going, but somehow we also have amaranth going in the same tub. I don't know what that's going to be, y'all, but we'll just let it grow, see what it does. And look at this melon. He's doing good. This is our test run in a lick tub, so we'll see how it does. Our carrots, I've been thinning the carrots out. I know I probably need to thin some more, but we'll see how that does in the lick tub. Man, this is the Gomphrena that we planted. And you guys, I've showed you before, you can harvest these whenever they're dead and get the seeds off of them. But I tell you, they actually reseed themselves and will come back wherever you've got them planted at, just like this amaranth. It will come back also. Wherever it is planted, it has little bitty tiny black seeds, and they will fall off into the ground, and you'll have a new, you'll have flowers the next year. You won't have to purchase any seeds for. They're just going to reseed themselves. So I'm going to say squash. The squash is doing fantastic. You know, I thinned out our squash plants, and I was worried they were going to die. It looks like I need to trim off a layer of leaves there, but you guys, they did. The one that I thought was going to die was either in this lick tub or that lick tub, but they're doing pretty good. So I think we're going to have a harvest. We're getting some blooms on them. And our Brad's Atomic Grape tomatoes, they're getting bigger, so we'll get some. It just may take a while. And our corn that we've tried in the lick tub, well, it's coming up. And we did plant some in these other tubs, and we've got germination. Some have come up. That one hasn't done anything yet, but we'll see what happens. We've got some more zinnias up here that Eric planted. So I think all in all, we're going to have a beautiful show of color up here. Now my onions are still doing good, and I need to ring them or spoon them, whichever one you want to call it. I seen a guy that he would take a spoon and he would come down here to the plant. I don't have a spoon with me, but he would come down here to the plant and he would just rake the dirt away from the edge of his onion, and that allows it to get bigger. So I need to do that to these onions. So that's another thing. Eric's been busy out here getting ready for our okra that we're going to plant. He has worked his hiney off today, and got it ready to go. So we're going to be at the mercy of the rain to see what happens to get the okra in the ground. But it's getting hot enough, it should do well. But my cucumbers are doing fantastic. They're starting to climb up the trellis just like what we had hoped they would do. And actually, I've already got a cucumber off of the vine. So it is loaded down with blooms. So I'm going to say that it won't be long. We're going to be getting some cucumbers. That plant is looking a little sad right in there. I'm not sure what's going on with him. We'll have to keep an eye out, but our sunflowers are blooming. And I've already, they haven't got big enough that they've hooked onto my cattle panel yet, but the beans are starting to make, because I've already picked a small thing of beans, and I'll put them in the freezer. But you guys, look at these cucumbers here. They're the funniest looking cucumbers I've ever seen. And you know what we discovered? These aren't cucumbers at all. We thought we had planted a whole row of cucumbers. But you know what? We got a whole row of squash, so we'll see what happens. You just have to laugh about it. These beans are starting to go up the trellis, so we'll see what we got off of those. Potatoes are looking a little rough over here. Let's go see what they look like. My potato patch is starting to look a little rough. Just got about, 2 more weeks, 2.5 more weeks, maybe 3, and then we'll be digging these up, seeing what we got. I'm hoping that they haven't rotted with so much rain that we've had. I'm hoping we're still going to get a good little crop, but it'll be fun out here digging. We'll get the grandkids out here and they'll think they're hunting Easter eggs. So we'll see what we get. This is Eric's sunflower lane, and they are finally starting to grow and produce. We're starting to see some blooms. Man, at first, with all the water that we had, it wasn't looking good for the home team. They were looking pretty sad. But isn't she pretty? She's pretty. She just adds a nice pop of color to the garden. Kind of reminds you of, back in the old days when people took pride of all their garden. I can remember grandparents always having flowers, and it was always pretty and taken care of. It's what we're trying to do here. I know there's a lot of weeds, but my gosh, there's been a lot of water too, so got to take that into consideration. So let me show you some volunteer zinnias that we had come up. You guys, this is our our patch of zinnias that came up from, I guess, when we were seed sorting or seed saving. They dropped to the ground, and Eric came out here the other day and said, "Man, have you seen that patch of zinnias we got going on in the greenhouse?" And I hadn't seen it till just now, and that's going to be so funny to walk in here and see things blooming, because our intention of when we started the greenhouse was just to seed start, to get them germinated, not really to grow anything past seedlings, but we're going to have some color in here before too long. Now, this is a horrible, horrible mess, and this is nowhere near how beautiful it was last year. And the only reason that I'm showing you guys this is just because of the fact that amaranth that we have planted in that lick tub in the garden, this is exactly what we had planted along this whole fence row here. Well, this year, it has went south because we put it in fresh last year. But what I'm showing you is, this is just volunteers. This is just those little bitty tiny black seeds that I was telling you guys about, that you can seed save and plant. They've all just came back on their own. So we've got mixed colors here. Got two different colors going on there. And it is mixed in with the grass, so that you know, it's weeds. I mean, we have been fighting water like crazy, so I'm surprised these have even done this well. And it'll probably wind up getting mowed down. But I'm just showing you that they did reseed themselves and they came back, and they will get tall. They'll probably get 2.5, 3 feet tall, maybe even a little bit more, and they'll have this beautiful, beautiful pink flower on there. They'll be all over and they'll be just beautiful. So it'd be worth it to plant them once, then you'll get some more. So thank you guys for joining us again tonight at the 412 Garden Tour. We appreciate you stopping by. If you guys are enjoying our channel, don't forget to like and subscribe. Our channel is growing and we're thankful for each and every one of you. Until we see you guys again, thank you for stopping by the 412 Homestead. God bless.